welcome Andrew Benioff of the Llenrock blog, and we are lucky enough today to have with us Ron Jaworski, sports analyst and entrepreneur. Ron, thank you very much for joining us.
Great to be with you this morning, Andrew.
Thank you. Mr. Jaworski is a sports analyst and entrepreneur, best known for his career as an NFL quarterback with the Philadelphia Eagles. Currently, Mr. Jaworski serves as an NFL analyst for ESPN and is the CEO of Ron Jaworski Golf Management, which operates golf courses in southern New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Ron, I guess the first thing I want to go over with you is to ask you to consider how major sports venues and sporting events impact the local economy. How can a sports venue and its marketing support a huge influx of fans? And when it comes to working with local community, what are some of the challenges that come with accommodating these kind of large-scale events?
Well, let me first add, as you made your introduction to me, I'm also a co-majority owner of the Philadelphia Soul of the Arena Football League, so I have a pretty good understanding of how sports and marketing and the questions you have about how it impacts a community. I have a pretty good background on how that all works, and clearly, I think sports is an integral part of the fabric of the community. It could be baseball, basketball, football, hockey. People are fans, and fans is short for fanatics. They love their teams. They love to support their teams. Now, the economic impact of that is they spend dollars, not only on tickets, but hot dogs, hamburgers, beer, parking, memorabilia, jerseys, hats, you name it. And that lends to the community's ability to have economic success. And so sports does play a major part in that. And as far as bringing people in, it's obvious when you take events like the Super Bowl, the bowl games of football, the World Series, the NBA Finals, the All-Star games. They bring in tremendous amount of volume of people, and these people spend dollars, and it impacts each community positively economically. It also brings tremendous awareness. I work at ESPN. I know how important television is to all these events. So you may have 50,000 people at an event, but you have 10 million people watching that event on television. So clearly, people see your community, they see your fans. I know all the networks show what we call beauty shots before, after, during games, so you can see the community in its best light. So very positive.
You touched on something. Actually, I was listening to the radio, one of the stations that you're on regularly yesterday. I listen all the way home, and it's one of my favorite programs. They were talking about the difference between just being a customer of a company, the insurance that you buy from your insurance company, being the bank that you bank with, that you're a customer of, and the difference between that and being a sports fan or sports customer. This is a little off the track of what we're doing, but the argument...
Go anywhere you want.
The argument was that the sports fan, an Eagles fan or a 76ers fan, etc., is more than just a customer. They're actually an investor with the company because the team is actually made for the fans, was the argument. And I tend to agree. It's a little different. Even though you're only buying tickets for it, you're much more invested emotionally and energetically than you are with your bank.
I absolutely agree with that assessment. I absolutely agree with that. And Jeffrey Lurie may be the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles, entitled and makes the profits of that team, but there is no question that it's a public entity. People in Philadelphia are invested in the Philadelphia Eagles. They're invested in the major sports teams, the Flyers, the Sixers, the Phillies, the Soul, the Union. They're invested in that, not only from an emotional standpoint, but from a financial standpoint. When you buy those season tickets, when you buy tickets, when you buy, the food and beverage these games, you're investing in a team. So it's not only the emotional investment, it's that financial investment that you make to support that team. And I still remember when I came to Philadelphia in 1977 from Los Angeles, and Jim Murray was the general manager of the Philadelphia Eagles. And he said, Jaws, you will know if the Eagles won or lost on Monday by how the fans are, and when you walk the streets of Philadelphia. And he was right. When the Eagles won a game, the fans had that smile on their face. They had a little giddy up in their step, and you could sense that. If the Eagles had lost on Sunday, they always had their head down and walking very slow, and it was kind of a bummer. So, the sports teams really do set the tempo for the attitude of the city.
Yeah, no, very interesting. All right, moving on.